This is
Ladies, shake your ass if you fuck with Pid. Fellas, why would you talk if you fuck with Pid? I can relate to this new way that they rapping. If you're looking for some G shit, I'm the captain, so fuck it, I hit 'em. Shake your ass if you fuck with Pid. Why would you talk if you fuck with Pid? It's unlikely. She gon' do it like I do it, killing beats like I'm beefing with the music. So fuck it, I hit 'em up. Ow, hit 'em up, it's a sticker. Bitch said I don't like dogs, put your pit up. Well, back the fuck up, you get no love from me. Unleash the bitch, she killing beats, now it's a murder spree. They loving how I'm coming through like a motherfucking catnip ball. Rest in peace, the DMS, or they need the dog. I be stepping on pieces, neck, they can't breathe that out. Oh, I got hits on top of hits, boy, I might hit you. That bitch so bad, told her shake it like a dog.
Welcome to another Spit Don't Swallow Poetry Table Talk. How are you ladies doing tonight?
all right. Feeling good.
Sorry, I had to delete the background. So, I'm honored to interview this queen, and I'm going to let her introduce herself due to the simple fact we always seem to get her name wrong.
Right. You seen, I just be like, okay, Des, because I don't
Yes.
know.
So, why don't you go ahead and pronounce the correct way to say the name?
Okay, so the name on the screen is Desi Lou. The stage name is Chocolate Coating. And that's because thick thighs create dope fiends. You know what I mean? No, but
You see why I
and
had you introduce yourself, right?
yeah. But
Oh, baby. Listen, I know what you do. They don't know.
Do I
So,
need to go get my towel
a
might
towel.
be,
What?
and the
might be,
cigarette? I got the vape. I got my drink. Do I need my cigarette?
you might do.
I might need
You
one
think
because
I'm
she
bad?
look.
She's worse than me.
Oh,
Oh
nah, so
Lord,
we not doing that. Mm-mm.
What?
let me get comfortable. You know this
So,
is my alley.
it is very much so.
Okay,
Who
okay.
is chocolate codeine?
Who is chocolate coating? I would like to believe, or I know that I'm a writer before I'm anything, and then everything else just trickle down that way. Yes,
You got something to say, Jules?
I'm sorry. Can we just rewind? Because I want to make sure my ears are not deceiving me. Chocolate, what? Come again, say
coding,
what?
coding.
Oh, you read it. Oh, read it. Oh.
Sometimes I go
I
there.
don't. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I need to clean them, but still, I don't. I don't think I'm ready for this.
Mm, mm,
I
mm.
feel that.
Go ahead. Chocolate coat. I had the name. It's something about like names and stuff, right? Like
Mhm.
the meaning, and I know you finna get to that, Taz, but god damn.
I'm
Chocolate
over here
coat.
pulsating already. So
You
I
I
am
wasn't
ready.
ready.
I was I was told to be more. I'm ready.
How long
Okay.
have you been spitting words? I can't even say poetry because you're more than a poet.
Well,
Yeah,
thank
she about to
you.
seduce us all.
She
I
is
heard
a
you from the start.
she she is a literacy of poetry.
Wow.
It's not that many um that can hold that title. She beyond tells a story. Um she draws you in usually with the first two words.
Shit, the name. You be like, what the fuck?
I said the first two words. It doesn't matter what comes first, but the first two words usually. Eh,
You be
But
and
shoot, the end of
listen, I'm
the
already open. I don't even know if I want to get up and go pop me some popcorn. Like, should I?
Talking about popcorn.
girl,
how
I
long?
got our fruits already. So if you want to
How
do that,
long?
go ahead.
That
How
look
long
good.
have you been writing?
Since the eighth grade, I've been took the pen. I think my sister had asked me to write a poem. I think this is the first time I ever put it on paper. My sister had asked me to write a poem for one of her class projects, and it had to be about something, but it had to be basically subliminal. And I wrote about crack cocaine, and that's because that's something that that's my mama testimony. That's the drug she had overcame. And so for me, that was just something that was real familiar. It was easy, it came. So to be able to embody that emotion and then write it out differently, and that's how I knew. I was like, oh yeah, hey, you lit. So but yeah.
That is a touchy subject to speak on, especially coming from a kid's point of view who lived that life,
Right.
who had to go through the trauma and the turmoil that nobody really speaks on or know about. Is that where you ran to when you coped, when you had to deal with certain things? What woke
Um
up that right? I think it was kind of, I think it was there prior. It was just somebody asked you
to do.
to do it, but it was there. That
Mm.
was like, you know how when we are scared of something and we just wake up that morning and just say, fuck it, we finna do it.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of your moment, but it was already there. It was already planted in your head.
Mm-hmm.
So how, I'm sorry, Peach is trying to get on.
Oh, not
Um
David.
how did you cope?
For me, like my best coping mechanism is reality, and I've never been one to try to like stray away from it. To be able to create whatever I create with my pen, it has happened, and it hasn't necessarily happened to me, but I've seen it happen to other people. So, I was in theater, and so I was able to understand how to, embody the things that most people be afraid of. So different emotions, that's something I had to run to. I had to figure out how to deal with them, how to do the things that I needed to do to make sure I was making people out there in the audience feel it. And writing kind of was really like, well, I wouldn't say it was like a challenge for me, but it gave me a different way to do it besides always being on stage, basically.
Mm.
It did. And I know you are a multi-talented um artist. So what all do you do?
Well, a lot. But like I stated, acting. I also do, like poetry, anything with business, marketing, all of those different types of things. Definitely into that, the social media scheme, these types of things. Self development. I have a podcast also, and
Mm-hmm.
it's called The Immersive Experience. And we do talk about self development. I actually had Taz on there one time. So
Mm-hmm.
she came there. Yeah, she blessed us. I was honored to have her there because you a gem for sure, for sure. You
I
create places
appreciate it.
for artists, and you give us a safe place to safely spit our art without being judgmental. And I just remember coming to like a few of your host, your open mics and different things like that. And even just being able to get up there and bless the mic, it was always so welcoming. It's like a big family thing. So I really always appreciated you for the space that you created for other artists. So definitely it was an honor to have you on there. For sure.
Trust me, we're revamping, so we will be back.
Okay. All
Um,
right.
it's never dead. I just may stray away for a moment to rejuice,
Mm-hmm.
find something else to add to it, um, create something. So sometimes as artists, we have to step back because again, I do help a lot of artists. I do push a lot of artists and support a lot of artists. So I had to take time out and do some stuff for myself
Mm-hmm.
as an artist. So trust me, I have my lineup.
Good.
You are on that lineup. Um, and I still need my audio. I just still need my audio lady.
Yes. I have ADHD. I got like a scatterbrain. So like if it ain't like a rubber band on the finger type you dig, I'ma always forget. And it's not that I mean to it. It's not that it's not important or something. It's just be like, it's be so many other things on your mind. And you just be like, oh,
And
squirrel. And this is
trust me, I get it. I get it because
I love her.
but
She's
now
so
I know I have to be a little
yeah.
thorn. I try not to bother, but now I know.
Bother me. I need those constant reminders because
Right.
if you do
Bother
not,
me.
So
please.
can can you bless us with a poem?
I can see. Look at the one I prepared is not what I'm feeling for this audience right now. So
You can
I
do the
would,
one you prepared a little down the show, but go ahead and give us what
yeah,
you want to give
yeah.
us right
I
now.
feel that. I got you. But so the one that I would have to read it. So I think when I scroll out of here, my screen would go black. So y'all wouldn't be able to see me, but you should still be able to hear me.
Okay,
fine. Long as we can
Okay.
that's
hear.
fine.
All right.
Let me get the
Perfect.
cigarette.
All right. I got you. So give me. I gotta go find it. It's not too far though. Y'all
That's
can hear me
okay.
okay?
I love artists. While she looking for that, I just want to say real quick. See, it's like you know how to pick them, Taz. You do. Like, it's nothing against. No, for real. It's nothing against like talented, other talented people, but like
Hmm.
people like us, it's just amazing. Like I be feeling like Hancock for real. Like you left me down here to feel like I was alone by myself and all these people just like me. But no, it's amazing when you can me listening to her.
Hmm.
It's like okay, dang. So you relate yourself to what other people have gone through, right? And it may not be the same thing as what you've gone through, but you find something that you can relate to. That way, you can speak to all kind of parties. Like that's dope.
I'm an
That
empath,
is
baby.
that's dope. Like
I'm an
you
empath.
like you got an eye for you yeah.
I go off
Oh,
energy and I go off spirit.
she's an
Sometimes my
empath.
sometimes my spirit sends me to people and I have to follow the assignment.
Oh, so that's why since you the empath, I gotta be the psychopath. This what we got going on?
No, you just the backbone.
Um,
You just
um,
the sergeant.
Cause I was sure about to say 38 third, but you said
the
sergeant.
enforcer, the enforcer.
Speaking of enforcing, where's that Atlanta Peach at? Because they just come in and where's she at?
I think her internet was acting up because she was loading.
Oh, okay.
Y'all ready for me?
We've been
Yes,
waiting. I'm over
ma'am.
here trying not to rub it out.
Huh?
Oh Lord.
I, I ain't hear. Y'all want me to go ahead and read this?
Go ahead.
All right. All right. So this poem is called Confidence. I'm confident. Like she might fuck you good, but I know I fuck you better. Like I know it's sweater. Lay back and let me show you how it feels to be light as a feather. Ladies, we about to encounter some stormy weather. Like men be talking shit like this pussy ain't a weapon, like it don't do tricks, like my pussy ain't a ventriloquist, how it be talking without his lips. Like it won't just grip up his tip. Like it ain't his morning wood quick fix, like he won't come if I sit this ass on his dick. You see this camel toe? Big pussy energy shit. Like, nigga, I will play ring around the rosy on your dick. I swap. I don't spit. So, put some respect on it.
Stop
Truly.
your
I'm that bitch. Even my throat got a switch. Like I said, I'm confident. Said he pouring spirit, but my pussy rich in it. Talking about just let me put the tip in it. Like my pussy wet, I think is disrespectful if you spit in it. And if it ain't wet enough, then nigga, put your face in it. That's orgasmic. I yell heavenly tones while his tongue leaves me flabbergasted. He works my orgasms out like mathematics. This man a bit problematic. His tongue a riddle, I mean, more like magic. His dick charismatic, be having me gasping for air, asthmatic. Like I said, I'm confident. I'm the little mermaid with her ass in the air. I mean, come drown in the depths of me if you dare, and fuck all that other shit. My pussy don't play, and that is confidence.
boy cry out. Boy cry out. She wrote that poem about me. She wrote
Baby,
that about me.
baby girl, baby girl.
Well, welcome, Peaches.
Ah,
You came in the nick of time, didn't you?
Hello.
ah,
I,
um,
I'm
You okay over there, Mr. Jewel?
baby.
Ex-
Rewind the selector.
Explain.
We
Snap.
count
Ken, Ken Cross say fireworks. That's fire.
days. Oh.
What made
Oh,
you write that?
oh.
Um. Okay,
Let me do
so
my.
that that one was because it was I went to Eargasm, and it was like the first thing somebody took me on a date there, actually, because they knew I liked poetry, so they took me on a date. And I listened to everybody doing their thing, and I had never wrote anything erotic before, and that's what I had came up with when I sat down and was like, let's challenge ourselves, let's write something. And so that was the first erotic poem that I wrote.
well, it sound like Tom Perry need to get you and put it on the movie. How about
Oh, we thank you.
that? That was
To
ooh, that is to be ready, girl. Do
Yeah,
you need
thank
an actress? I'm ready. I need a copy of that, Taz. You can send that to Taz, and I can read it with myself. Make it an audio book so I can. Yeah,
I got you. I'm with that. I got you.
So you can what?
I need that in the audio book.
I'm trying to get her to give me an audio so I can put it in the
Well,
book.
I need that on audio like by tomorrow.
Oh, copyrights and publishing don't work like that, sweetie.
Well, her voice clips into my email does. Same way she read it.
So since I caught that you say you never did erotic, and that was the first time you did it at the show, what made you continue writing erotic?
You want your own. I liked it. And then the response that I had got from the crowd. So like as an artist, it's always good. Like I do a lot of art for myself. A lot of things that I write because it's something that I've been through or something that I'm privy to. But then to write something and then to receive a good like feedback from it was like, oh shit, all right, bet, let's do it. And you have to challenge yourself because I got some little pieces of little erotic poems and I'm just like, nah. So even every time I write, it's like making a sequel to a movie. It's got to be better than the last thing I wrote, and that's how I like to challenge myself. And I don't always hit the mark because some things I just be like, it's missing something. It don't never get there, but it's somebody who will still be able to relate to something that I don't think is all the way done or finished. And it's not to say that when it come back down the line, you can touch it again. But to also do it and to keep doing it is an expression of my sexual nature. And I'd be remiss to not acknowledge that as well. You feel me? So, and to keep expressing it, not just because it was received well, but nah, it's me. You feel me? So like, and it's gonna be real. It's gonna be true to the things that I have done, that I've been through. Like and who I think I am, the confidence that I hold in the freak that I am. Cause baby, what you mean? I'm trying to show you what this life really about.
How did you get to that confident mark? Because a lot of people are not that confident.
I think it's just because of the time that I put in to build the skill up. It's one thing to have a talent, but it's another thing to actually gain the knowledge to go with it, to get to better that talent, to get skill on top of that. So just even spending time reading dictionaries, the sources, looking up just different types of words, different ways of expression, studying different people who, Shakespeare, all types of things, just studying different writers. So to think that I would be any less than anybody that I see on stage who didn't have to do everything that I do, what I did, then nah, I'm tripping, I'm bugging, I'm sleeping on myself, and I never do that. I did that for a lot of years, and to sit back into that shell and not express my experiences, that don't sit right with me.
Is there anything you have not done when it comes down to writing that you want to do?
Uh, nope. I'm like really like I'm real open. Like even I got like short stories. Like I even started like after that orgasm, I started trying to write like short erotic stories and stuff. I ain't think it was good enough, but I'll be working at it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was kind of like
Um, I have. Are you your? Are you? I'm gonna take it. You're your biggest challenge.
absolutely, and for
So
sure, we always be in our way, but it's still
trust me.
it's not a thing of like it has to be up to my standard. We think about like how we view everybody else outside of us. We think about how we take in everybody else's perception, but my perception of the work that I put out, it has to have this like this certain it has to arouse this certain feeling in me. I don't want to read what I write and not feel anything. So if I cannot feel that within myself, it's never going to be good enough for the public audience because I'm not even into it. I'm just like, I was just writing some shit. I don't know. You know how people get a runner's high? I get a writer's high. And just be writing to be writing. And so and it be like that sometimes. And it just be random thoughts. But I go back and I look at it and I'll be writing something else and I'll be like, ooh, this'll go good here. And that's how those pieces kind of come together sometimes. Sometimes they be 5-minute pieces and they be amazing. But other times it takes some time. So that's why I say it's not ready.
Go ahead, money.
I mean, listening from her conversation, I just need to know: are you a Scorpio?
Oh, I can't take. I was about to take off my shirt, girl, but no, I'm a Cancer.
Goddamn another, another one. Goddamn another.
Yeah, and another one.
And another one,
We DJ Khaled strong, baby. No.
It's three of us on this panel tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
and another one.
What he said, you either join them or you watch them win. That's it. That's
Mm,
all. No.
yeah. So, do you ever think just because you write, once it goes on paper, is not for you?
It's
Why?
always for me.
True. Okay, well, let me ask you this. What do you want to leave behind? How do you want your name to be left?
How I lived. I don't want to leave nothing out. I think the problem with most people in the world is that we try to get rid of our pets, the parts of ourselves that we don't like. And for me, I wouldn't want my story written without it. So I'm always write in my flaws. I'm always like when they say I do it in the same skin that I was born in, I do it again. I do it again. Shit, what you talking about? Like, I sit in jail again for killing that motherfucker. What you talking about? Nah, but I'm just saying, like, And that's truly what I want to leave. I want to leave my authenticity, that the way that I lived was the way that I talked, that was the way that I walked, that everything that I exuded was the art that I left. And that's just how I want to leave
We're gonna take that 5 seconds of editing out.
it.
We're gonna take that, get that little dot. Get that
Nobody
much.
sitting in jail.
Yeah, we're
Nobody
not
sitting in jail.
tripping. No, no RICO charges right here. We're not doing that.
I already sat in
I
jail
got
for it. You
accused, so I
can't
didn't
do
hear
nothing
nothing.
else about it. That they can't
I got
charge me again,
Xfinity. I didn't hear
y'all.
anything, so don't worry
Wait a
about it.
minute. I
Wait.
never been
No,
here.
no, no, not for real. I'm just saying when I said it, I
And
said I
we
had
don't
already
even
sat
play
in
for
jail.
fake fake. You see how they getting people for baby oil? Everybody. Uh,
Hey
uh,
everybody, hi. Hey girl,
Ah,
how you
hey,
feeling?
boo.
the
She
general
said,
came to
"Hey
say hi.
everybody." Hey,
Like this on my head.
what she say?
On my head.
You heard
She
her
tried.
say
She's
it.
snitching.
On my head. I'm not holding your hand. I'm having an adult conversation. Can I talk to you later?
She said, "You
I'm
want to hold my hand?"
sorry. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you later. Love you.
I was about to start singing "Baby Shark," baby girl.
Oh, don't
You
be.
don't even
Don't do
know.
that. She
We
ain't
was
gonna never
finna get
leave.
lit up in here. Some what's
Don't
that
do it.
other
She ain't
lady
gonna
girl?
leave.
The little Coco Corner. I was
She
finna
ain't gonna
get
leave.
to it. What you doing?
But I'm gonna tell you something
Coco Melon.
that someone told me, and you do what I actually do. I'll write something and pause it because I get stuck.
Mm-hmm.
But I may go back a year later, 6 months later, and complete that.
Mm-hmm.
Poets, there's two different types of poets. You have the writer, and then you have the poet. And I had to understand that there's differences because the person that told me that he can never write something and stop and complete it and go back and finish it. It was dead once he stopped. And he said he was a poet.
I'm trying to go in the room, so if you need to go with her.
But I showed him something that I wrote a year prior, and I completed it. And so he read it. He was like, "You're a writer." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He said, "You're a storyteller poet." But he said, "Because I can't go back and finish something that I stopped." He said, "But you can. You have a different type of level than I have." He said, "I have the experience." And he was like, "That's why you, because I can't, my issue is I can't remember. I can remember a few of them, but I can't remember all of the words, regardless of what I do." But it was like my creativity is always constant. I can do 2, 3 poems in a day. I
Yeah.
can consistently just have a thought and just stop in the middle of something and just write a bar and then go back and finish it later.
Mm-hmm.
So you have that same pattern that I had. But what I did was took those poems that nobody knew anything about, spoken about, or I thought wasn't complete or wasn't ready. That
Mm-hmm.
became that first published poetry book
Mm.
because it told the story throughout the years of situations, and it became like a motivational, uh, encouraging what the feedback was from that book. That's how people looked at it. So that's why I say, do you think that sometimes when you write, it's not for you? It's just for you to speak on it. But technically, you didn't write it for self. You wrote it for the culture because you speak for the culture.
I could see that that could possibly that is something that I could possibly say that I could see. But however, there is a belief that I hold, and that is anything that comes out of my mouth, I must listen to first. So that
Yeah.
is why I say that everything that I write is because if I can find the answer within me, and this is what I think her name is Jewel was saying earlier,
Hmm.
is that I can correlate it to anything. There I could say, like, you know how we'll say, like, a child can't tell you nothing about a breakup. But let's say a child got a binky or had a blanket or something that it was attached to, and you took that away. It would be the equivalent of
Hmm.
them going through a breakup. You with your person, because there was an emotional attachment there. There was a physical attachment there. So I can understand, even though we haven't been through the same situations,
Hmm.
I can still understand everything that I write. It is coming from a place of something that I experienced, and that's how
Hmm.
I am able to go back and add different things to
Yeah.
different stories and different things like that, because at that point I didn't have enough experience to finish what I had started writing in the
Exactly.
first place. And
Exactly.
so that's how I'm able to go back, because I was like, "Ooh, I remember," and ooh,
Hmm. That's why, because I heard you say they're just for you to write, and I'm basically saying don't leave them in the
limbo.
closet.
I
Yeah,
got
don't
you.
leave them in the
Yeah,
closet.
I feel
Eventually,
that.
because they're telling a story. It's just the pattern is the story is not done yet.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure like you complete the chapters where you can actually, even if it's 5 or 10, make sure you showcase those.
Mm.
Well, I
Is
would
there
just like I just
go
want to make sure that you and Taz just drop the book off to me first, so I can go ahead and do the ratings. Cause you know I like story time that
Mm.
get mixed up with the
It do.
items in my Pandora box. So
I feel
handle
that.
that like Rocky Ace out. Thank you kindly.
is how do I want to put this question? Who who are 5 people that inspires you? It can be music, it can be poetry, it can just helps you create or inspires you.
Um, First and foremost, like, just God. And then after God, like my mama. And that's like that's I learned a lot of stuff from her. So, and then after that, James Baldwin on my list for sure. Um and then I Fred Hampton, he up there. and and just the ode to everyday people, literally, because they inspire me, the lives that they live, the things that they do. I would every person that I've encountered, every person that I've just seen perform or just seen do anything, live a life, see them grow. Like, I mean, I know that's more than 5 people, but that's
Yes,
5 spaces.
yeah, I
But
get it.
yeah, it's that.
Well, we know how she just wrote her Nobel Peace Prize speech real quick.
And
Thank
she
you.
got some heavy hitters on there. And she
Yeah,
got some heavy hitters on there.
Yeah, she just wrote that real quick in front of us. Okay. We
Yeah.
better get a spit no swallow. So before the music come on, we do about the assignment before the assignment.
absolutely.
Is there anyone you would want to work with?
Yeah, and yeah, I think there's some people that I would want to work with. I got a few people that I don't, and I really don't know how to, like, when you say like work with, I got some people that I want to interview. I got people that I want to write pieces with, like do collabs with, like, like stuff like that.
Hmm.
Just to see where our creativity could take us, and just see how it flow, what you come up with, just to the back and forth, because I don't really get to work with a lot of people like that. So for me, it'll be a new experience to see
Just
how
don't go. Just don't go first.
Go first. What you
I
mean?
say don't go first.
Why
Please go
not?
first. They have multiple
Let
orgasms.
no let
You're
the
gonna
let
be
the person let the person
I
you
need her to
collab with
close.
go first because you're gonna leave
And
them
you
where they don't
close.
have nothing to say. They're not gonna have know what to do behind you.
That's the
They
purpose.
got it.
They should have been
I
ready.
trust. I trust the people that I would want to collab with. You know how
True,
Whitney Houston said that she said, "I only work with the best." and she,
true.
and I really feel like usually how she was telling you and giving you your flowers right now, how you got
Hmm.
a knack for finding people that's just kind of like they fit the mood. They do the things
Hmm.
that they need to do. They hit all the right spots. And so, and it's that same knack. And you understand when you see talent. You know what it is. You know what a ebb and flow. Like people used to
Hmm.
argue Mariah was better than Whitney, but when they was on a song together, baby, it was seamless. You understand what I'm saying? Like one couldn't do it. It wouldn't have been right without the other. Like
Yeah,
that's a
because
good song.
when they collide together, it wasn't an ego. It wasn't I was better than you or I
Yeah.
have to go first. It was who hit that note better, who fit that note,
Better.
and then their energy was balanced.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Yeah.
was more of a blended collaboration, and it wasn't a let me take collaboration, let me collab with you to see what I can get and get more bang and more followers from it. It was a
Mhm.
genuine collaboration of two women, both powerful, can put their 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 crowns aside to collab and make something amazing.
Okay. Yes. And they did that. And that's what I be looking for. It ain't no
Mm-hmm.
like cause to me, like when you writing, we all got our different styles. We all got our different ways
Mm-hmm.
that we get things or convey things or how we express things and different
Mm-hmm.
strokes for different folks. You feel me? But
Yeah.
like you find those people that really just kind of be like, that sounds like something I could have wrote. like,
Yeah.
and that really be the vibe that he be giving. Like
Yeah.
when you think about it, like when you think about music collaborations, and you start thinking about who you'll like to see versus who, because they probably very similar to you. Like, oh, their music was a hit, or you think they had more hits, or who had more hits than who. And when you get
Mm-hmm.
to listening to them and you get to putting them together, you just kind of like, oh man, yeah, that was a good
Yeah,
song. I
because
forgot about that. Shit. Like, yeah, so.
like for instance, and it was funny, and I always use this song is because I always said I wonder what Snoop and Tupac would sound like.
Mm,
And I got one song before he passed.
nice.
And even though their styles were a little different,
Hmm.
it blended.
You feel me? It went together.
It blended and it gave a flow and it became a major hit.
Right.
So I understand when you say stuff like that because that's the whole purpose. But to find somebody with energy, um, where do you see yourself doing in the next 3 years?
Now, when people ask me that question, I usually go internally. So, how you want me to answer that? Externally, internally.
Just basically what you want
Whatever comes to mind.
from here, poetry, podcast, what you would
Got
like
you.
to create. What do you see your brand at?
Okay. Right. So with that, I really want to be able to expand it. I want more. I'm looking like we just talked about for more collaborations,
Mm-hmm.
just to do more like different things and also more political things. I think a lot of things politically are happening right now, and to also have those collaborations to be a voice to that, to this time, to be like those types of things. And in 3 years I would like to see um I would like to see myself and my platforms have elevated and have a further reach because of the people that I have collaborated with and the things and the ways that we are able to impact people with the words that we are putting out there and different things like that. And not only the words, but the perspective that we put out, especially with my podcast and different things like that. So just to keep growing and getting bigger, to bring awareness to more people, to help them understand like it's incumbent upon you to be better, to do better, um to really stand up and be the giant that you always say that you are, to stop being so scared and letting your fears keep you down. And that's really
Spit,
what I
don't
hope.
swallow. Spit them
You feel
words.
me?
Stop
So
swallowing them.
yeah, and that's what I really hope to. That's where I hope to be, to build that platform, to have the audience to be able to spill that to, and to also have the people, the network to be able to give to other people, because it's to say that, like we said, different strokes for different folks, but to be able to have a wide enough network to spread those people throughout, because I know I'm not the only answer, because it's more than one way to skin a cat. You feel me?
And where
So
can they find you in your podcast? And what days is the podcast?
they are on Sundays and Thursdays. We have been gone for about a month, simply
What's up,
because
True Drew?
I was off of social media at the time. But you can find us on YouTube at the Immersive Experience, a podcast. Also on Facebook at the Immersive Experience, also a podcast as well. And that's where we are located. Those are the two areas, and it also that's it. Yeah, those are two areas you can find the podcast on. It's a
Okay.
podcast page, and I mean, I share it on my page, and you can follow me just like my name spelled right there. It's that easy. It's it. That's simple.
Can you give us another poem?
Absolutely. Now, this one not gonna be like erotic like the last one. I don't want to give
It
y'all
don't
that.
matter.
I
This
want to
is
It
show
this is
does.
you.
your flow. How
Does.
you choose to flow.
It
Yeah,
does.
I
It
want to give
does.
you the first influence. I want to give you my first influence. That's what I tell you. That's one who inspired me. So I'm gonna give it to you. This one is called "Fake Faces of Faith."
Mm.
So yeah, said I was faith based and sorry, said I was faith based and lost faith. Said I trust you and walked with my eyes wide open, thinking I can quicken and pace. He said, "Go slow. Let me teach you how to run the race. Cause being righteous ain't easy and sometimes involves falling on your face." I'll admit. I got lost amongst the voices of 1,000 men and fell into sin. That's how survival cuts your hearing and leaves you fearing. Saying it's God, but it's just bad decisions and lack of discipline. Saying I trust you, but leaning on my own understanding. Praying for healing and touching my own hem. Lost in free will, deprived before the fall. Standing in a pool of sin, walking like I'm tall. Listen, when you truly know God, you don't gotta play pretend or build foundations in the sinking sand. I mean, you out here playing politics with lost men when you supposed to guide them in, talking about God, my friend. Nah, let's be real. God just a crutch when you too broken to mend. God just a helping hand. You done boxed in. You don't even trust that man. You only call on him when you lost and unable to fend. You only call on God when the walls collapsing in, when your faith thin, when you can't face the shadows you created within. Say you walking by faith. You walk by fake wins. We all know faith wins, but what's faith? Because it's not about never stumbling or falling, but it's rising again and answering to a higher calling. I mean, it's trusting in the divine even when the climb feels like a crime. It's doing the work and renewing your mind. It's saying, Lord, I trust you even when you feel spiritually blind. It's still praising God in the midst of turbulent times. It's walking by faith and not by sight, knowing you got all these battles, but none of them truly yours to fight. So, what's faith? If it's not face planting and still giving God the glory, even though things got ugly and gory, I mean, it's sticking to the vision, even though you ain't write the story. And that is fake faces of faith.
Mm. What created that story?
I think that's just the struggle that a lot of us have, but me personally, it is a struggle that I have, just thinking that I can figure everything out on my own. Being I'm a mental person. I like to tell people all the time that I'm a sapiosexual. So even like I said, even writing poetry, it was a thing of me studying. It was a thing of me doing all of these things to make myself better. And so it'll give you the opportunity to make you feel as if you are the one who has all the answers or all of these things. So that came from me having to humble myself. Oh, you say you what? Oh, okay. You say you walk like what? All right, let's really talk about it though. So it is an exposure to the things that I battle with, the things that I say that I walk by. So we can say that we are Christians, but we don't never live up to the things that you would say that a Christian is supposed to do. Jesus walked like this, but you don't walk like Jesus walked. Oh, you worship Jesus, but you don't your faith don't abide the way Jesus' faith abided. Oh, you say you know God, but you don't never give God no time. That's what you say, right? But you want him to save you, right? Oh, okay. I got you. And it was that. So you always thinking that you could save yourself, but in reality, you ain't never you never been alone. Whatever that other little voice is that's in your head that's telling you like, nah, you wrong. Don't do that. That's not how you supposed to roll. That go against who you are. That's not it. And that's the disobedience, because we start to question our intuition. We start to question the things that's innate to us because of the doubt that we've allowed other people to instill in us. And that's where that line come from. Like I'll admit, I listened to the voices of 1,000 men. That's how I fell into sin, because I started to question myself. You start to second guess yourself. You think you're not good enough. You think you're not this, and you think you can figure it out for yourself. And in turn, you can't.
That is true.
So.
I'm a little speechless because I'm listening, but it's opening up a different level of me understanding who you are as a artist.
Mm.
And I get to see a different side of you. Right, true, powerful. Um, how do you balance it all? Because most people can't balance or accept what you're speaking on. Because yes, we all have that little voice, but when you usually tell somebody, they say you're crazy or something wrong with you, and it's not that. It's just you're harder on yourself than you care to be on anybody else. And a lot of people don't understand. And sometimes as an overthinker or a person that consistently writes, it's hard to put in writing. But do you find yourself, as because you write so much, over explaining when it's not necessary to?
No, I have a life outside of being a writer. I like to tell people that I'm multidimensional. So like, and I think the
You didn't
writer is
say
just an ode
talented.
to
You said multi-dimensional.
and I think the writer dimension of me is writes the ode to all of my dimensions. And so for that is how I balance it. I really believe that it is a thing of not rejecting any part of you. And I believe, and I have to tell people all the time, like, because we have the ability to minimize the things that we're going through. Oh, you can't pay your bill. Oh, you finna get evicted. Oh, and then what they want you to think about, because this what they done taught you. Oh, it's kids in Africa that's starving. Bitch, I'm finna lose my house. Fuck them kids in Africa. Bitch, the fuck is you talking about?
FTK?
Like, girl,
FTK?
like I don't give a fuck about none of that. And it was understanding that everything that I go through is happening to me. And it don't matter how big or small somebody else will want to make it. If I make it big, it's big to me. If I make it small, then it's minuscule. But to understand that you can't keep lying to yourself. I think the hardest thing that we all have to do is we have to remove that veil, because we like to wear a lot of rose-colored glasses and only look at the potential of shit. But what happens when you really step up to the plate and you take the bat and you finna hit the ball? You don't know if you're gonna hit a home run or not unless you swing that bat. And so, and it's stepping up to the plate, getting ready, whether you think you prepared or not, but you understand how the mechanism work. Now make it work. If you the machine, let's put some oil in this shit. And that's really what and that's how you balance it. Stop lying to yourself. You gotta be so honest with yourself. And it's that to be confronted with your reality, that's depression. Because the reality is depressing. To It's another poem that I just wrote this one. It's called Father Wound. And that one is an ode to the things that we go through, because we say that, like, oh, I didn't have a father in my life, or I'm like, I got trust issues because my daddy was the first person that my parents period were the first people that lied to me. You understand that? And in your mind while you're a child, it's like, this so fucked up. This how I had to, but this is how I had to go through life. It happened to me. Now what do you do? Either you decide to be the victim, or you decide to stand on that story that you are. Ain't no need in shrinking.
I knew interviewing you was gonna be interesting, but I didn't expect to be speechless.
Okay.
I usually got my questions lined up. It's like my questions done gone somewhere.
You can
Oh,
ask me anything. You can go back to anything, any question.
I
We can
know. It's
flow.
just when I say they forgot, I just like a blonde right now. Everything just don't went blank.
I feel
Um,
you.
but sometimes you have to do things raw. So
Hmm.
therefore, the people that follow you, um, that you inspire, because you inspire a lot of people and you may not even know it. Um, a lot of people enjoy your poems. Again, you tell a story. I like the fact that you challenge yourself and make yourself do a week, a 7 day, of different types of different titles, and push it out there. So that is encouraging. I've actually opened up and touched some topics I normally would not have touched, due to I am one that don't like to do negative or bash
Hmm.
or low low grade emotions.
I feel that. Is it
Um,
can I ask you if this speaks to the poem that you posted yesterday?
the poem I posted yesterday, um, it was a situation
Okay.
that happened. It was somebody that I knew, but it wasn't the first person that I knew that it happened to. And then I was looking at the mug shots. So I kept seeing domestic violence, domestic violence, domestic violence. But it
Hmm.
was something that I saw yesterday, 2 days ago. Another girl reached out to a home girl and normal conversation, and she turned around and killed herself.
Mm.
But she was going through domestic violence.
Yeah.
So this is something I've been procrastinating of getting involved with.
Hmm.
Under Spit Don't Swallow, just a different avenue, to encourage and put together something.
Hmm.
It was just more of that was enough. So it was kind of like my heart would kept going back and forth, and you know me, I try to stay quiet until I can't stay quiet anymore. So that was like breaking the camel's back, and it just I had to spit. So that's what that came about, but it also created something that I want to do of a campaign. But I think I will have that be that opening door. But while we're speaking of it, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and put this in your calendar. I would
Okay.
like you to add to that.
to the poem.
The only reason why is not add to that per se. I want to do a video.
Okay. Okay.
So technically, I need another version of the situation,
Got you.
domestic violence, and that would end the video. But I need it in audio.
Okay.
So video, audio, but you also get promoted and however. But I don't. There's some things that I'm adding to it. It's key people that I would like to add that I know will help me deliver the message that I want to deliver.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm down for that. I
Yeah,
don't got
cause
no
yeah,
pen. I'm write this.
yeah,
Don't
that
around your arm, your little rubber band. Go ahead and
mhm.
Girl,
rubber
I'll
But
put
band.
yeah,
that rubber band on my arm and I'm gonna look at it an hour later and be like, what the fuck is this here for?
And
but
then
Oh,
she'll see the
we're
share of the
also
video and be like,
we're also gonna do an open discussion
mhm,
on the subject as well because men go through it as well as women.
Mhm.
mhm,
So I would love to have you join us on that. Um, because the more people that knows, understand that can bring education, awareness, the more education and facts that can actually be addressed.
mhm. Feel that.
But besides open mic, is there any other shows you've done or want to do?
Uh, Not that I could think of. I'm very spontaneous in nature. So like it's like you know how they say like luck is just when opportunity meets preparation. I just make sure I'm prepared. And if I see something, then I'm just kind of like it'll be in the moment type of thing. Cuz I don't go looking for things or anything like that. Things just kind of like word of mouth. And people who appreciate my talent including you. So cuz you had even it was a tour that was going on and you had invited me to that. So I do
Hmm.
know that like you it's people who will keep you in mind because of the way that you do things or and I don't take that for granted. That's why I say like it's the people that I can't name because it's too many to name that inspire me just as much as anybody else because it take y'all for me to know what is out there what is going on because I
Well,
believe
I
what you
don't
say.
utilize you as much as I would like to.
Please do.
You know that's
I'm
the
not
wrong
a.
thing, right? You
Mm-mm,
know
I
that's
don't
the
think
wrong thing.
anything is the wrong thing. I think I like to challenge myself. And so if it's somebody else that puts the challenge in front of me and it help and it aids in the things that I like to do or it cultivates me in different ways, then I'm all for it. So and if it is overwhelming at some point or if I feel like I got too much on my plate, I'm very verbal. And I
Okay.
feel like, hey, listen, this is a little much. Let's slow it down. I got like five things I'm working on. I'll probably like, so just I talk back. Don't worry.
Okay.
well, we got that from the other two already, so we're used to it.
Yeah, don't worry.
But I will actually keep that in mind because there's like I said, there's other events, even though I haven't did a spit don't swallow. There is other events that I still show up, put artists on, participate with. So I'll keep you in mind and we'll get you out there.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate that.
But when is the book coming out?
Listen, I've been working on some poems and some dialogues that I've been having with myself and and I've been putting them in the book even just to give not to give background but to really put context on what happens in my mind, really, like to give my philosophies when I write the book. I also want to make it not just a book of poems but a book of philosophies, because I believe that it is not to say that I lived right or I lived wrong, but this was the philosophy that I lived by, and that is what I would like for that book to be a start for.
Okay. If you can tell your younger self something, you at right now, if you can tell your younger self something, what would you go back and say?
You're enough.
Beautiful.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Are you still hard on yourself?
Yeah, I don't think that'll ever stop, because I do believe that it's not a thing of not being hard on myself, but I think it's a thing of correcting myself, understanding that there is a place that I'm trying to get to, or a level that I'm trying to achieve, and to recognize my distractions or to recognize my shortcomings. And it's not to say that I'll ever be perfect, but to strive to be better.
Okay. So where are you going?
I'm a
We
gypsy.
gonna
No.
we
And
gonna get that.
like
We
I
gonna
That'll
get
be
that
serious.
book. That book coming, regardless of when you say that book coming. Hopefully by the end of the
Yeah,
year.
and it's definitely coming, and that's why I'm writing it. I've been working on it. I be sitting at my desk. I write my poems out. I've written so many poems in this notebook that I got sitting by my desk, and it's just so many different things, so many ways that I think, the things that I think just on the daily. I let my intrusive thoughts take me wherever they want to take me, and it don't matter. It could be sexual, it could be whatever, and we gone. And I also try to write to the times. Like I really feel like the literature that we look at or the movies that we look at, they always spoke to the era or the decade that we were living in at that time. And so to just look at things and try to put them in my poem as well, because like I said, like if I leave something, I leave the opinions that I slept with, and who cares about them? But somebody will. So
True.
I write. So if somebody can find what, somebody can look at that page or look at whatever I did, and to learn something from it, to grow something from it. I want to ask y'all a question, and it is because this is a question that somebody had sent me, and they had asked me, did Adam and Eve have knowledge, but the knowledge of good and evil before they ate the fruit?
They probably didn't give a damn.
I agree with you. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I said it, so you know what my answer is.
Yeah. How
They
y'all
probably
feel?
didn't give a damn.
What y'all
Money.
think?
I think Adam
Oh,
had knowledge, but Eve was oblivious.
You think Eve was oblivious?
Hmm.
Okay.
I think Adam had knowledge, but Eve just she followed. So she
Okay.
didn't. She just it just was what it was. That man said, and she did.
Hmm.
and that's why we have the problems of submission of today. Listening to them two. Them two right
That
there is the
man said,
problem.
she did, and now it's listen to your man. Oh, mm-mm.
But
Well,
I
Had
asked
she had
Africans
she
listening to him.
I have a
Listening to him.
question.
right
What
listening?
stage was it? What stage was it when the caveman was dragging our ass by our hair and hitting the ass with the 4x4?
That was right behind that. That was right behind that because she listened. And then Wilma came along with Fred Flintstone and said, "We not doing that here."
I'm
And
weak.
what happened? It was
Okay.
Betty.
I, look, you can drag me,
Betty
but
said,
he
"We ain't
still
doing that,
paid the
Wilma." Wilma
bills.
said, "You know what? We
We
right.
still
Burn
paid
them
them bills.
rose."
And had her with them furs and them mammoths. Don't
And that's
play with
why.
Betty.
And they want to
But
blame women for everything. That man let her
Right.
do it. He let her do it.
We was a rib. We wasn't the
Right.
vessel. We was the rib. He broke the rib, so we broke the contract. Wasn't
They
our
want
fault.
to be in control, but
Her
don't got
coochie
no
was her
control.
coochie
That's
was dry.
crazy.
Her coochie was hot. She opened up without resist.
It wasn't hot. That man touched her, and then it happened.
How about that man touched her?
Or we could do
That
like the
snake
other
bit
one.
all over.
Be like, eat the apple, if eat the apple. It's big.
And you know, she said, I don't usually do this, but
And opened her whole mouth wide as
right.
hell. Gave him the gawk gawk. No.
No, the snake the one gave her the gobble gobble. You set her up. You
He
knew it
didn't
was
set up.
Adam. Let me tell you how I know it was Adam. When he bit the apple, it got stuck in her throat, in his throat.
That's why he got the Adam's apple.
Bingo bango.
I feel that. I follow that.
Why are we
Put
like
that
this?
cup down. Go put that cup in timeout.
You know this the truth, sir. I'm just giving you real facts right there. You know, I don't have an Adam's apple.
She need a shot.
They left that part out the Bible,
A
you know.
shot. A shot. She need a shot.
Just saying.
And
You know,
What's up? We got True Jewels. We got Pitt in the building. Pitt say
nasty,
you gonna remember that name, especially with that nasty part, huh?
Mr. Pig.
Mr.
Gotta do it,
with the
Peaches.
I'm trying
pigs.
to
Oh,
tell you.
We gotta do it, Peaches.
All right, Vic.
the fucking pig.
Um, do you as a poet can you freestyle poetry, or is it all strictly written?
It's uh, it's mostly strictly written. I have days where I just turn on my little recorder and just start saying stuff, but it ain't nothing that I could probably like spit. I don't remember what I said. But like
Yeah,
but yeah, nah, it be them high ass nights where you feeling a beat or something and you just start talking over it and saying shit and yeah. That's as much as I do. Like, have I ever tried it like in public or nothing? Hell no.
yeah.
Cause I'll be done said some knick-knack paddywhack type shit and got the fuck up on up out of there. Red roses are red, violets are blue. Like,
Red fish,
fuck
blue
that. I
fish.
love you
Come on,
too,
Dr.
bitch.
Seuss.
I don't know. Like,
Come on,
cause it
Point
just
Here's a Who.
okay, you hear me? No, like on some on some yeah, no, it
You be
ain't
on
it
some
ain't
cat in
that.
the hat real quick and
You
be like,
hear me? Dr. Seuss will pop out.
Right.
It will be
I
because
know
it's
I do
quick.
not
If
God,
eat green
if you
eggs
make
and
me
ham.
just be quick, come off the dome with it quick, like yeah. And the way that I write is always the way that I hear it in my head. So I always have to try and find that cadence. And the quickest little rhyme scheme's gonna come to my head when I'm talking, and that's why I'll be like, freestyling is not it.
I
Yeah, I
get it
understand
because
Miami
I
green
don't
eggs and ham.
I don't do it. I've
Yeah.
I've done it once or twice on occasion on the spot, but it was due to the topic that was already in play.
Mm.
So it was easy to grab something with the conversation it was about because again, we're talking about grown folks conversation. It's easy to switch and adjust to something erotic than normally trying to give something encouraging.
Yeah. Oh well, I just be going. Whatever the mood be, I be ready.
But
Like
usually when they ask me to try to free spirit, it's a grown folks conversation. Had
hmm
something to do with erotic conversation that we're having.
yeah,
Um,
I like that.
do you see yourself performing or opening up for a book signing?
Me?
Hmm.
Uh I can see that. I ain't never thought about that, but now that you put it in my face, no, listen.
Wait a minute.
But yeah, but no,
why?
I don't.
Why?
like I said, I'm
Pause.
spontaneous in nature, and so for me, it's just kind of like, for me, how I feel is the moment you decide what it is that you want, or you walk in what you want to be, the universe gonna conspire to make it happen regardless.
No.
So I think people give you things that you didn't know you need, little gems. They drop little hints for you so you can know how it works.
Ding, 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 ding.
And now here's the real question. Go ahead and ask her, because it's coming.
Who, me?
Stop.
Yeah, you book signing.
hmm Barnes and Nobles. Go ahead. Ask it again.
The reason why I asked because I knew she didn't do it, but that was something that she needs to check mark because it can be done. I've done it.
She just throwing you out there under the bus, just informing you that you're just gonna do it. You just don't know when
Right.
you need it. You got a deadline. She's
Gonna
just
be
telling
done.
you got a deadline.
I'm just throwing. Listen, as
Tell me
artists,
the
sometimes
She's out here
deadline so
manifesting
I
for
could
you.
meet it.
there is no deadline.
Yes, it is. It's a deadline. We'll send you the memo.
All right,
Right.
send it.
Come
I
on,
like
Barry Gordy.
emails.
What is you talking about, Barry Gordon?
Hmm. We got stuff to do. You're empath. I'm the psychopath. Didn't we just have this conversation at the
Come
beginning
on,
of the
Ike
show?
Turner.
This is
Ike
just
got
the
San
meeting of the
Antonio. He got you
past.
messing up the money. Come on. Come on, Ike.
Messing up the money.
We done surfaced it. Look, we done sweared in this interview the whole time with the universe. My cup is even swirling. It's telling
Let's
you
go.
something.
Let's
We
It's,
just
talk
put it
it's
about
out
it.
there in the
overflowing.
universe. Now we got to put in the work. You know what that is?
She's only
It's
a
a
phone call away. She ain't even an inbox. She is just a phone call away.
well, you just need to handle that. Thank you kindly. Back
So
to
she
our.
just needs to handle that.
You see how they
Mm-hmm.
throwing me up under the bus?
Okay,
I'm
girl, you
trying to
go
guide
Are
survive.
you
you
to
under the bus? I
Hold
don't
on
throw
to the
nobody under
muffler.
the
Hold
bus.
on to it so you don't
I'm
get
trying to
ran over.
guide you where you can spread your wings of something that you haven't done that you can avenue you can take. She's trying to get me to throw out to put a deadline to this book that I'm sitting on
I mean, I'm not throwing out no deadlines. I told
and
y'all I'll
have
take
you
a
open
personal.
it up. She thinks she's
I
slick. I'm
just
just telling you point
What's
blank
the
what
I
she doing.
just
deadline?
want for my own personal
What's the
seductive
deadline?
audio book from both of y'all, so I can start using this when I have adult time, and that's it. That's all I'm
Pause.
saying.
I
Not
gotta
the
I
I
don't
rules
gotta
now.
pause.
get
I'm not
it
gonna pause.
done.
Don't pause me. Don't mute me. I said what I said. I need my book, ladies.
Listen, I can't get
Not
the
your personal
poet
erotica.
audio book on. Well, there's two of them. There's mine and there's the platform. Until they send me their audio,
Y'all still
Why
ain't
we
sent her my
glitching?
audio, so that's it's on us.
I don't know
yeah,
why we glitching. I don't want to hear nothing
that
else
ain't,
but when
some of
we
that
gonna
ain't
get
on me.
sent.
It's on us. It's on us.
Y'all don't
It's
make
not
Ike
Oh,
gonna
do
be
too
so
on
much
I'm
damn
just
honey,
I'm
manifesting.
just
do you two ladies write?
I'm unhinged. I don't write. I'm the demonstrator.
You the
I'm a
demonstrator?
demonstrator.
No.
she's
I'm an
actually
orchestrator.
an artist developer.
I don't.
She does artist development,
Artist development
P&I and manager.
and manager. Okay,
Not
okay.
telling
All
all my
right.
business now.
All
Shit.
right. It's business to share, honey. We all want to be
Not you
proud of
out there.
you.
Just up here
Okay.
telling people.
Um, I'm not quite sure how we gonna break Peaches, but Peaches does a lot of stuff. Peaches is more of our connect. Her mom. Go ahead and let them know what because we're trying to bring her mom on the show.
She texted me tomorrow. Oh, we sit on for the night. Ma'am, you told me you had to wait. But yes, my mom is the first African American woman to start her own. Um, she cleans firefighter gear, and she was the first
Mm,
African American in all 50 states to do so. And she just published her own children's book on Amazon today. It came out today. So yeah, she doing her thing. It's an
that's
activities book, yeah, but she doing her thing. Yeah, she was the first to do it, and like a lot of people, and she's a African American woman, and it is a male dominated business,
Good.
and they don't they weren't too kind to her when she did it, but she did it anyway.
yeah.
Shout out to Mama Peaches.
You
Yes,
know,
Yeah.
ma'am.
she doing her little thing or whatever. Now she got time for me because she done finished doing what she had to do.
Well, and
That
let her be
crunch,
great.
that
Yeah.
crunch time be a crunch time.
Yeah, because I was like, hey, what you doing, girl? Let me call you back. Ma'am.
That be a
Yeah,
crunch time. That be
get
rough.
your get your grandkids. I don't want to talk to you. Get your grandkids. But
Talking about get your grandkids.
mm-hmm.
Girl, just leave them at the door with the Wi-Fi. That's all they need. They don't need nothing else. Drink them a flat screen in the Xbox. They're
Drop them
fine.
off real quick. Hey, open your door real quick. She wasn't even home.
Don't even open the door. They got an outside plug. They don't even care. They here.
Listen. But yeah, I'm proud of her. She know how to thing. Mm.
What other hidden gift that you have that you haven't told us or haven't showed us?
What make you think I got other hidden gifts?
That question, that,
The porn that you wrote
that,
earlier.
that answer right there.
You ain't gonna talk about the commercial for the next rose that come out, the Gawker 3000. Okay, we'll wait.
Not I just flooded my basement. Is that what we're talking
Um,
about?
you forgot who you talking to, huh?
But
She go,
I guess I don't know what other hidden talent she could possibly be alluding to.
She
I
said,
know
But
this,
It's a
honey.
little
I
hard
look,
to me.
look. I'm not the slow one. I'm the psychopath. Remember the thoughts that you wrote. I do them. I'm just
you
saying.
said the thoughts that I wrote. I mean, oh, you want to know my sexual hidden talents?
I mean, we
Oh, wait
heard
a
it
minute.
already. You gave us a free example of it. I felt like I was already with you. We go together. Me and my wife. My wife is already off the screen. You see how she came back clutching her pearl. So I've already know what you're capable of.
Okay, Miss Hey everybody.
um,
Pearls. I even wore some pearls just for you to.
Just for you to clutch
See,
and pull and tug. Oh, all right.
I
Just so
even
you know
wore
me. I
my
like
pearl. I
I'm
even
about
wore
to
a
my
say me some
little.
pearls
Bible. I'm
just
about
for
to say
you
me
to
some
clutch.
Bible verses.
I know one. I just
Put
can't
your
read it now.
hand and
It
wrap
gets
them
read in the
around my
morning.
pearl.
right
Ooh.
after the
Hmm.
night.
Hmm.
I repent to the morning, but
We
tonight.
gonna we gonna write a poem about that. Pop my pearls and wrap your hands around my curls. We gonna
I'm saying, tie me
talk
up with the
about it. We gonna talk about it. I got
We're
that.
gonna. I got thoughts. I got thoughts. They're very
She got
intrusive.
listen. She got thoughts too. That's why she says she's coming back with it, and it's gonna be done. Give it a couple of days.
Okay, no problem.
okay, we'll
I
wait.
My,
will. I will. I will write that out.
Usually,
I
when
will
she
write that
say
out.
she'll be back with it in a couple of days.
We since
my
we
inbox
clutching
is available.
pearls.
My
But
inbox is available.
let me ask you this: if you can tell or encourage any poet that's just starting, hesitant, or feel defeated, what advice would you give them?
Fuck them and tell the story. This it.
Talk your
Come on,
shit.
Nike. Come on,
Talk
Nike.
your
Just do it.
shit.
That's it.
Come
Fuck them
on,
and tell the
Nike.
story.
Just do it. Cause
We be
what are
sitting
you
over here
waiting on?
thinking about who we gonna make look bad, who we gonna fuck them. Don't give a fuck about them. Write it anyway. This
Mm.
it.
What's the word
See,
that?
Taz, I knew that was your baby sister, and you were just trying to bring her on the show on the sleep side. I ain't
Right.
stupid. I ain't stupid. I know the smart stuff. I keep telling you, my
Come on.
intrusive don't come out until I have my truth serum. I wasn't slow. I keep the questions. You kept it cute tonight. Hmm. I know that's your baby sister. That was the sister that you wrote that paper for, and she ain't say what grade she got. It's okay. We done put two and two and
That's
two it
some
together, and
cancers.
it ate it
And
up.
That's
you
them
Oh yeah.
still
cancers.
failed.
Hmm.
That's some cancels.
That's them cancers. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm
I'm
so
an Aries.
cancer I
I
got
don't have to
tatted
stop,
on
but
me.
we know this.
I'm a
I'm
Virgo. We
definitely a
don't. Yeah,
child
I
of the
know.
moon, honey. I will have you in your feelings.
Oh,
I
hey
don't
girl,
have them. I'm sorry.
you gonna find
But
the
we
way.
know a couple of.
You gonna
Look, I can
you
give
gonna
you
find
some that you can write to.
you're
You
gonna
gonna
find a
find them
piece
feelings
somewhere.
today or tonight.
You're gonna find some
You think
somewhere.
you don't have no feelings.
Come
We
on,
find
flirt,
No,
our
I
Tracy.
peace in
felt.
places
Oh,
we
I
ain't
do.
even know
Oh,
they
I do have
existed,
feelings.
honey.
I got feelings. It throbbed when you read your poem. I know
Come on,
where my feelings at.
come
It's
on,
not here.
baby, and swish.
You ain't wrong.
Look,
You ain't
I'm
wrong.
a little clear. I got my towel.
Listen. Listen.
Look, I got my travel
We
kit. I
Oh,
Those
clean up.
emotions will be induced however we see fit, baby. We are water. We flow like water. We are children of the moon. I will control your tide. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Don't worry. As long as you can control it and send me my porn that I mean, my adult Bible verses, I will be fine. Just send me my adult verses. That's all I need. So I
I've
can
been
use
giving you
all my.
adult verses since we started this conversation.
I know that's the only way I live. I keep telling you this. The psychopath,
Oh
empath.
God.
This
Oh
is
Jesus.
it.
somebody's path. It's
I'm
bad.
ready. I'm
Somebody
all
on the right
paths.
path.
I'm
I
all
think we on the
paths.
yellow brick
I'm all
road.
I
paths.
mean, follow it.
I'm all paths, honey. Follow the yellow brick
Oh,
road. I will get you there. I promise.
come on,
My
Art.
road is just all colors. It don't even
I
matter.
wanna
Long as
I
you
wanna show you the wizard behind the curtain. Hold on.
Oh shit. Let me.
But I need to know the wizard that's on the bed next to the curtain with the windows open. Can I know the one that's on the balcony?
I need to show you
Not
Because
you
the
I
ask
know
me.
wizard
about the
behind the
wizard that's on
curtain.
the balcony. Because I don't worry about the one behind the curtains. I
We
need the
gonna
one
write
that's
about it. We gonna
yeah,
write
yeah.
about it.
I need the
I'm gonna
of the
put it
curtain.
on paper just so
I
you
think
Okay.
can know
it's
where that wizard resides.
Jesus. I
And it
think
ain't
it
in
might
your
be time to
Pandora's
create a
box, honey.
show.
It's not in your
Oh,
Pandora's box.
Oh, honey, if you knew the box over here,
It's
that's a
not in
whole different.
there. It's
Come,
not
come
in
see me
there.
Sunday. Come see
It's
me
not in
Sunday, baby. Come see us Sunday.
Sunday.
You'll see the box. You'll see
Sunday.
the box Sunday.
Where y'all be at Sunday? What's Sunday?
whew.
Come see us Sunday.
Where?
Sunday we have our grown and sexy adult conversations.
Yeah.
Okay. And she gonna pull
Whew.
out the box.
And she is actually opening the topic
Uh,
Sunday.
Oh, I'm Theo. I'm Theo. I'm okay with that. Well, I'm
mhm.
okay with that. I got you. I will pop in to pop out.
That's fine. Long as you come. That's
Uh,
all that
I,
matters.
I know that's right.
That's all I'm there for. A good time, not a long time.
The
actually,
short distance.
actually, I'll send you the link. I think
Okay.
you might want to be a part of this conversation. It's the sweetest taboo.
Yes, okay.
The squirt or not the squirt. I mean, I'm just trying to. But you know what? Let me mind my
The
business.
gas or not
No,
to
don't
gas.
mind it.
Right.
Wait, no, no, no. This is gonna be a class.
Squirtle, squirtle.
It's
I
Let's
gonna be
think
a class of
I don't even
satisfaction.
listen. I don't even. I'm trying to figure out what am I drinking that night. I may have to go to the Patron because I don't know if I listen.
Now you're gonna need to drink holy water because we're gonna need it.
Huh.
I don't know. I've been
If
drinking
you
holy
gonna
water
take
for the
us to
last couple
hell,
of
we
days.
ain't bringing no holy water, honey. What?
Mm-mm.
We
I'm
Mm-mm.
not
talking
I
about
taking
want
that
to.
for him.
I want to experience
we
hell
talk
with the
about
heating
you.
on.
We talking about
Right.
you at the table of the topic. I need Patron. I need a shot of Hennessy, and we talking about straight. No chase.
Oh, I'm not. I've never been that. So, oh, sorry.
Well, damn. Just tell me how you really feel about me. Just
Do
shit.
we all walk with a curve?
Listen,
And now,
listen. You was waiting patiently for your day and your topic, and here it
And here you
is.
go. Come on, Sunday.
And she coming all gas.
No breaks.
I
But
mean, I
let
ain't had no fluid in there in a minute, so it doesn't even. It's
Mm.
already gonna come reckless.
Vroom
Pastor
vroom.
Troy,
Run
we
them over,
ready.
girl. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Vroom vroom. We coming through.
I'm coming like Keanu Reeves in Speed, baby. It's gonna be
Hello.
crazy.
Oh, she coming in a. She coming. It's a Chevy hoe.
Uh,
Ha. She come.
oh,
when
gas.
did
My home.
The Chevy
oh
hoe.
Jesus
Box. It's a box Chevy.
just pissing on everybody.
Oh,
Mm.
you know what?
Stay off my post.
Mm.
Stay off my post.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Uh,
I'm Roberta Kelly. I will be her. I will be Roberta.
I want to pee
My
on you. I get it, honey.
Oh, do
Nah.
you have any shows coming up?
Mm-mm.
You're not performing anytime. Not yet.
No, not yet. Nothing
Okay.
that but that's not, I think it's in March. There's an album release party that I'll be performing at, but that's it's in March. But I don't know the date. I have to find the thing. So I be lying. See how my brain be? I told y'all that rubber band would never work. I would have been like, why I put this here? What is this for? See how my
Well, keep
brain
us
it be
posted.
everywhere.
Keep us
Huh?
posted.
Because
Keep us
I
posted.
will.
So
I'll post it on my Facebook eventually because she gotta send me the flyer and I'll just
yeah,
share it to
tag
my
me.
Facebook. I will.
Tag me.
Yeah.
Let the people know where they can find you at on social media.
Well, like my name say right there, Desi Lou. You can find me on Facebook that way, and on TikTok is chocolate codeine, and it's not spelled the regular
Oh,
way because it's CHOKLATE. And if you know how to spell codeine, then you in there. But don't forget the K, cause ain't no C, ain't no other CO in there. It's not chocolate, it's chocolate. Like let me get to it. But yeah, and that's how you can find me. And then also on Instagram at chocolate. I think it's chocolate covered codeine on Instagram.
goddamn edible arrangement, aren't you?
Let's give me Sherry's berries. I mean, it's,
It's
it's,
chocolate codeine on Instagram. A chocolate covered codeine on Instagram.
how did you pick your
ooh,
name?
Bill Crosby.
Okay.
I
Oh,
got
the
here.
crazy fun fact about Desi Lou. I interned for Bill Cosby when I was in college as
Oh,
his lighting technician. So for his internet show OBKB. Yes.
okay.
Okay.
Yes, but I came up with that name um because I don't know how I got that name. I just wanted to be addicting, and I thought of chocolate codeine, and I don't know, and it sounded very similar at the time.
It's both
And when
are
I first
addicted.
yeah, and when I yeah, what she said, it's addicting, and that's why my tagline is that's because thick thighs create dolphins,
Yeah.
and that's where the chocolate codeine came. That's how it came because I was like I said, my embedded in my story is addiction, and so, and that's where that kind of stemmed from the name.
And I have to ask you this question just because you're a cancer.
Mhm.
Is a lot of your poetry stem from the fantasy flow that cancers usually go into? Or is it
Mm,
more of the I've done or my bucket list?
it's more of the I already experienced it. So like when even my erotic poems is probably some type of night that I done had, or it's something that some a feeling that somebody has evoked. Like I know I got another erotic poem, but it's way more sensual, and then it get a little more raunchy towards the end. But that one, it talk about how we came together, like we inspired Socrates to fall into philosophy, and that's how it all start off. And then it get real, like
I
it
remember
get
that
real.
one.
Yeah. So that when and those are and that's how that person had made me feel. And that's what the sex was like. So like for me, it's really just a thing of really feeling what I had, what I could relate to. It could be anybody else could be going through something and I could see it. And I'd be like, ooh, I want to write about that. How I want to write about it. Cause now I gotta take it and internalize it and make it fit the person that I am. Like how does this work for me? And so even with sexual energy, it's all the same. Like there was a time where I was kind of like telling everybody that like when I get mad, I'll try to sit down and write something. What I'm frustrated about. If I'm frustrated sexually, then we finna write this sexual piece out. We finna get this out of there. Whether you want to reminisce about it, but it's always trying to evoke the feeling that I felt when I was doing it, and it's something that I could relate to because I did it. So I try to write from a realistic perspective because I
Yeah,
think if I make it too fanciful, people not gonna be able to like them like bitch, it's gonna start like those Fast Five, the Furious, Fast and Furious type movies,
hmm
shit get unbelievable. Nah,
Yeah,
bitch, this butter is real, honey. It's real. What you mean? Like, nah. This not margarine. This butter. Be careful. So, yeah, it's that.
do you see yourself doing speaking events?
Absolutely. I think that's one of my, and not even just speaking, but to also be able to listen, because I think that most times everybody just want to tell everybody something, but I think you really got to get an understanding of what they actually going through, because you'll say, oh, I had good intentions, but bitch, good intentions, wrong person. So like they don't work like that. That's not how they navigate. So it's
I get it.
also to just be able to speak, not to just be able to speak to people, but to be able to also hear them. So yeah.
Okay, I get it. Well, we're about to close out. I do appreciate you stopping by, dropping some words, giving us some poems, um, giving us a deeper side of you, and allowing the people to get to know who you are, as an artist, as a human being, um, and giving us some knowledge. Is there any other questions you all want to ask before we end the show?
No.
Tonight. You did it again. You took control. That's a great thing. Because that was your little sister on the show tonight. I got you. I got you, little crab nights. We got you. We got you.
Okay. Little sister is a high compliment because that's a badass lady. So I don't know.
Right.
Yes.
Hey,
I
Hey.
we
appreciate
not
it.
even going that's a whole nother that's the I call her and I think I told her that about the first time I met her. I was like, so Erica Badu, when you gonna stop playing around?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, she be
She
talking
got
her
the Erica
shit.
Badu and I gotta give her flowers because she's done
Absolutely.
blessed many stages that I know of with just her spoken words are just liberating.
Yeah.
And it's besides the exotic points of her, I know her deep passion for more. So for her, I give Taz her flowers because it's a beautiful thing with her. She is an inspiration, and it is she give the people to keep it going. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
I do it because I run into artists like this that
Mhm.
give me a reason to have a platform where I can actually put artists on there that's worth performing, that are underdogs, that need to be heard, that need to be seen, and they got something to say. They fit the purpose. Again, a lot of the times I'm just the teacher with the assignment and just have to follow the assignment. Um,
Come on, Booker
I
E.
I trended this because I wanted to be the umbrella for the people. I wanted to bring artists together that wanted to be themselves, that wanted to be free, that didn't have a hold of what they can say. I wanted them to spit what they chose to without being judged. And I have to give her flowers as well because when I first invited her to a show, she was like, what's the topic? I ain't got no topic. She was like, what do you mean? I'm not that type of promoter. This is a stage where you open up your craft. You do what you choose to do. You spit and you say what you choose to. There is no, you only can do this way. And I informed her, we go all the way up to a ride. She was like, oh, we do? And it was a done daughter. We connected, we worked, and she gives me an amazing job every time she comes to the show.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you so much.
not needed. Just keep doing what you're doing. Um, we got more work to do. There's some things that we haven't even got to speak on yet. Um, there's some projects that I have coming up that I think you would be a big fit. And it has something to do with the community.
Okay.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people know I do some things in the community, but they don't know that I'm really big, and that's where my heart is. So I do want to bring together some artists so it can become bigger. It can become a branding for everybody. A networking situation where we can actually help some other people that's in the same thing, but just getting started.
I like that. I'm down for that. I'm down with whatever you tell me to do. Just tell me and put it in the inbox, and then keep
All right,
putting it in the inbox.
Set
we got
set reminders.
I got
Set
you.
reminder.
And as long as I know you need that reminder, then it's easier, and I won't feel that being a bug or
Well,
I'm
be
just
my rubber
bothering.
band.
I get
Be
it.
my rubber band. Pop it
You're
sometime
not
soon.
you're
Had
not the
a
first
double entendre,
artist.
but we did. Mm,
You're not the first artist to tell
pop
me that.
times. I heard
So I get it.
it.
It was a pleasure to have you, to hear from you in your
Watch your
side of the story.
words.
Thank you. Well, thank you so
So
much.
make sure you keep us posted.
I
Um,
will.
and we'll have you back on the show when we have different episodes, and maybe collide your podcast with one of our Sundays, because we know you do the grown folks conversation as well.
Yeah, I'm all around. I
Yeah,
like everything because I think that anything can develop you. Whether it's sex, it's all a part of your identity. So for me, it's
exactly.
just about getting to understand every single facet of you. I think we like to stray away from lush. Anyways, I keep talking. I'm long-winded as fuck. So I don't
But
know if you know. You'll ask a
but
question, it'll take me 10 minutes to answer it. So
but before
We're
we
getting that
do
work.
close out and we say goodnight, I do need one more poem to
one
end the show.
poem.
Yes, Miss
Ooh.
ma'am.
Okay, hold on. Wait.
Pause. I
I was
need
at the
something
pen.
that's gonna put me to
Significance.
sleep.
Don't you
I
go
need.
grab
I
no
got
rose,
you.
I
ma'am.
need. I. Huh?
Don't, you can hear no
I
roses.
couldn't get.
Don't you go
No.
grab no
I
rose.
said if you can hunt, you can
I'm not
hear.
gonna. I just go pick up my phone and call the person or two, or three, or nine, whoever pick up.
Sweet, sweet, nah, nah.
Damn it. This road. Okay.
Well, we
Okay.
have OTS. Hold on, we have OTS online, and the statement is we have to be honest with ourselves. That was the answer to the statement that was last said.
Okay.
That's
This is
real.
true.
You ain't wrong.
But
OTS came in the building. Okay. We major out here. This is major move, baby. Major move.
Okay, so this one is called Sinister Euphoria.
oh Lord,
After spit don't
Lord,
swallow,
am
I'ma
I
make
company
you
for Jesus?
orgasm.
That's okay.
Let's take it to the parking lot in the back seat where I make you spasm. Tonight I'll suck your dick with much enthusiasm. Two hand twist, spit running down my lips, swallow your whole dick and give your balls a kiss. Mwah. With a throat like this, I'll never miss. I wanna feel the tip of your dick in my esophagus. Slide down my throat for a deeper analysis. Hawk tour on your dick just for emphasis. And cue head for women who trying to impress. I want him pinned down in the back seat, clutching his chest while I make a mess. My mouth an accomplice to his nut, but a menace to his mind. He be speaking in parables and rolling his eyes at the same damn time. Gripping the seats and clenching his cheeks, trying not to bust. It's Freaky Friday, and I'm feeling a bit sinister. Give him blue balls in the parking lot, or take him home and finish him. Heavy breathing, fogging up the windows. I got thick thighs that cushion his deep thrust like pillows. In the back seat tonight, he finna fold. His nut in my gut is the ultimate goal. Cream pie me and fill me up. Clean up round two quick on 95. Promise you won't close your eyes. Drive safe. Cause tonight road had the vibe. Nah. Pull over. Cause I wanna finish how we started, with you coming in my insides. And that is sinister euphoria.
Why that sound like somebody done told you my business?
Look, how does she know?
Who
and
told
that's
her
how
my
she was
business?
looking.
It was the
You
95
see my
one.
face like I'm about to call that person. He
It was
got to get the call now. Now I got to call her.
It was I
Even
ninety
though
five.
So,
it's deep, and I got to call him. I got to call him. Just had a flashback.
so,
You know
Hey, had to
what?
had to give you the detail. You feel me? Now.
Yeah, it
so
was
in the
You know what,
comments,
buddy? You're not even bad today, my boy. We on good terms. You know what? She said Romeo must die, and I gotta snare you like Gary from SpongeBob. Gotta do it. Gotta do it.
so we have in the comments, um, this is the funny thing to me, like, oh, okay, it's time for me to go, for my virgin ears to exit the party. I just closed my damn eyes.
listen.
Uh-oh. That's what you wasn't supposed to do. No.
Right.
I
No,
cleaned up on aisle 3. I'm over here on aisle 3. Gotta clean up.
you cleaned up from aisle. You got to go back and clean out 1 and 2.
Uh,
Shoot. And the face. I mean,
uh,
Get some
all
bounty.
this
We
gotta
gonna need
come
the quicker
off. I
picker
gotta take a
upper.
full shower. I gotta take a whole shower. I gotta put Florida water on, holy water. I gotta put the Palo Santos and white sage. I gotta go cleanse myself. I am dirty.
listen. I am
You
not
don't need to
dirty.
be clean. Rolling in the dirt is fun.
I know it is. The mud is too, but what I just happened to me, I might have some stuff already stuck in some places. I need a cigarette. Shit.
Sound like you need two.
Let's roll the
Oops.
blunts.
Oops.
Don't
Oh
Let's
no.
worry.
roll the blunts
Guess
then.
what I'll do? I'm just gonna rewatch the video.
Baby. That is a great way to close because honey.
Yes,
Okay,
it
honey.
is.
I might have to send this poem to the be like, skip all the way to the euphoria. That's where we go. Go straight there.
Been
Don't
there.
listen to none of the rest of it. Go to the euphoria.
We ride on 95 tonight, honey.
Okay. Hello.
Pull
So
over.
with that said, there's nothing else to be said to end the show because she just ended it with a
It
bang.
did. It very much did.
So you ladies have a good night. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
will go ahead and send you a copy, and it will be on YouTube.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you very much.
So
No
I can go ahead
problem.
and go watch my movie now. So hurry up. Hurry up.
My double does Dallas.
But we're gonna go ahead and end it with KL LaFleur, my vice versa.
Oh, Mr. Birthday guy.
It's my vice versa. But I see it can actually hurt you. Okay, shout out Pastor Troy, this my vice versa. Watch out what you listen, couldn't Mike will curse you. Watch what get your luck, so it could actually hurt you. Little mama, yes she did, but does she got some virtue? That means when I'm sick, can I draw some virtue? Man, I mean, bro, I'm sick when I'm rapping virtue. But I'm pleased when I rap, it will actually alert you. Cause what you don't know, it can whack you, it can murk you. I don't right to hurt you, there's no vice or virtue. It's just black and white, we been past our curfew. We ain't acting right, brother, who the nurse you? Here is my vice versa, yeah. Here is my vice versa.